Hello everyone, Garrett Stewart here with Keller Williams. It's November, Thanksgiving is quickly approaching, and we just finished October, a record month in real estate for Northern Nevada. So let's just go in, take a look, and see what's happening in our area. All right, I had told you, another record month. We peaked again. I thought we were done for the year. I was wrong. We went from our previous record high of $445,000. We hit that in August and then dipped down a little bit for September. Well, in October, we went back up to $455,000. You can see the pattern just over the last 13 months. We continue the trend to go upward. Look at that, 13 months ago, we were at $395,000 median home price and then just started cranking up later this year. So the market is strong, the prices keep going up. Now this is a fascinating slide to me, comparing all these. Now we've been getting enough months of during COVID to kind of compare previous to COVID. And you can see October this year, we were 34 days to contract. Again, that's just basically the day you go on the market to the day you get an accepted offer on average. And we hit 34 compared to last October was 56, so significantly more, or homes are selling significantly quicker. All right, let's take a look at the active inventory along with our sales and new listings that came on the market this month. And follow these gray boxes along with me. 638 homes for sale in July, 545 in September or August. And then down in September, 481. And then October, we're down to 394 homes for sale that's active inventory. We did have 568 homes come on the market. That's less than last month. And we did have less sales than last month too, down to 616. But we didn't keep up enough with demand. By that, I mean, we went from 0.7 months of inventory down to 0.6 months. I don't know when the bottom of this is going to be because I feel like we're just inching closer and closer. Do we hit zero? Who knows? It's been a very interesting year. I assume I'm making a guess that we're going to start to even out for the winter time. As buyer demand goes down. We finally got our first snow the other day. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And I think we might see some buyer activity slow down just a little bit, and hopefully it'll allow us to catch up. And you know, I think maybe even that might prevent some of these California buyers. We see a lot of them coming into our market. I think that might prevent some of them coming in here as well. So we might see a reduced buyer demand, and that is normal for the winter time. Now, we're taking a look at month supply of inventory for all the different price ranges. They're all very low, all under a month if you're under $600,000. So $500,000 to $599,000. We only have half a month supply of inventory, and then everything below that is less than half a month, that's pretty remarkable. So we did see all those drop. But even take a look at $1 to $1.5 million, 1.8 month supply of inventory, meaning that all the $1 to $1.5 million homes would sell in less than 2 months if no more homes came on the market. Now, what's out there to buy? We talk about low inventory, low inventory, low inventory. What price ranges are available? If you're looking for something under $300,000, your active inventory, you have 14 homes to choose from, which, again, this is single family homes in the Reno Sparks area. Bumps up a little bit to the $300,000 to $400,000 range, 48 homes for sale. And then we kind of see it just stick right around the 50-60 range throughout the middle here. And then what's crazy, there's only 40 $1 to $1.5 million homes out there. So very interesting taking a look at these numbers. There aren't a whole lot. These are homes that are like sitting on the market, but we do have new listings hit every single day, which is why we get together and set you up on a home search so you're the first to know when a home hits the market. So why do we have this listing crisis right now? Why now? And obviously, you can. Zillow did a report on this, and obviously, COVID is a big factor in this. And even as one of the numbers, 25% of people are putting their home on the market because of health concerns. So what does that mean? You know, they're nervous. Maybe they have some health conditions, pre-existing conditions, something like that, where they can't get sick, or they might be more susceptible out there. Then you also have, then they're going to have to likely buy as well. So they're just nervous about that for their health. On top of that, 31% financial uncertainty. They don't know what's going on with their job, the market, everything. They're just unsure if they're going to continue to have a job. Where we're seeing COVID cases go back up. Is the government, or are we going to get shut back down again? We don't know. So we're seeing people hold off on that. And then 34%, life is too uncertain right now. So they're just unsure of what's going to go on in 2021 at this point. We just had the election. They're still figuring out all of the results. You know, they did project a winner, but we don't know for sure what's going on all that. So it's going to be interesting, and I think people are just kind of waiting to see what happens at this point. So that's why we're not seeing as many homes on the market. So how many homes are going under contract, meaning they go on the market and they get an accepted offer? Well, October, we had 656 homes that went on the market and got under contract. Compare that to last year of 545 homes. So more than 100 homes more went under contract this year versus last year. We had significantly less homes available to choose from this year. So pretty remarkable that we're seeing these numbers right now. We're just seeing this buyer demand like no other, it's compared to all the homes we have on the market. So we do need either some more listings or buyer demand to slow down just a little bit, when we're probably going to see at least the buyer demand, like I said, slow down for the winter a bit. Always like to look at the national numbers, see what's going on compared to us. I told you we were at 0.6 months for Reno Sparks. Nationally, for September, they were hit 2.7 months supply of inventory. They finally crossed that 3-month threshold. So it's not just us. Well, we're hurting a little bit more than nationally. It's all across the United States. Home inventory levels are very low. All right, now time to take a look at all the different markets around northern Nevada and see what's going on. We're going to start with Reno, $485,000 median home price. We're approaching that $500,000 mark, and we're getting inching closer and closer each month. But you did see, of course, inventory dropped again, and we did see new listings and units sold drop down as well. So I thought this one was fascinating for Sparks. We did see prices just drop just slightly out there, but what was most interesting was that inventory dropped 45%. That 63 homes are on the entire market in Sparks for single family homes. That's it. So pretty remarkable statistic there, I think. And 21 days to contract, meaning you put your home on the market, on average your home will sell in 21 days. It's kind of crazy out there how quickly these homes are selling. $318,000 for Fernley. So it did have a good jump out there. We did see a lot more homes sold, which caused inventory to drop again. And look at the days to contract, 28 days to contract out there. So we're seeing them sell really quick, even out in Fernley. Driving down to Carson City, you can see $405,000 with units sold. We did jump up to 73 units sold. Inventory dropped 30% though. But the market down in Carson City is really strong. We did see that days on market jump up just a little bit though, up to 78% actually. Going a little bit further south, we're going to hit Minden and Gardnerville, $525,000. Look how close Reno is quickly approaching that figure, which is fascinating to me. You see the units sold here dropped almost 30% down to 77 units sold. Inventory did drop a lot as well, down to 64 homes available out there. Finally, I always like to look at a little bit more of an affordable option for Reno Sparks, people that do still want to live in the city but have a little bit lower sales price. Always watch that HOA fee. We'll talk about that. Anyway, $254,500 median home price. We did see inventory drop a bit, down 7.5%. Pretty normal at this point. I feel like I'm on repeat. And then we did see 23% less listings. So we'll see what happens with there, but there is always an opportunity to get into something a little bit more affordable in those condo townhomes if you can make that HOA fee work. All right, as for the foreseeable future, we're talking about COVID again and how it's affecting real estate in our area. If you watched my video back in April, if you remember, we made a projection of or showed off the projections of what the GDP was going to do with the market and what we were going to do over the next couple of quarters. Well, we did drop down, and what we predicted happened did actually happen. The market recovered and the growth is back up and shot up good. So that's great news that the GDP did go up. Doesn't mean that's great for everyone, but it is helpful that the market is coming back in a lot of sectors out there. I think this one's very important. I get so many questions on this one, probably more than anything, and it's these forbearances, people not making payments towards their mortgage. And, they could have lost their job, or maybe one of the spouses lost their job. They're just, barely making it by. And so they're in forbearance right now. So we saw a lot of them hit that 6-month mark this last month. And anyway, we did see a big drop off though, down from 3.62, and we're kind of sitting right below the right around 3 million forbearance homes across the country. So we did see a good little drop for October there. That's good news. Taking a look at where they went, we did see a lot extended. We did see, almost 2.4 million extended. But good news is we saw about 2.3 million removed. So that's great news that those came off. They're paying their bills back again and getting current. And 500,000 actually paid their mortgage off. Even better. So we did see just under 500,000 go expired delinquent, but they're in loss mitigation, so they might still be able to make it work. There is a chance there. Bank is trying to cut their losses and see what they can get without having to maybe foreclose. And then the last 80,000 here, the 80,000 is essentially might be, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a foreclosure or short sale, but there is a chance these would be the ones that do it. But 80,000 across the entire country is a lot better than what a lot of people were predicting and thinking, just talking around in the kind of the chatter. So good news is we're still looking strong. We don't foresee a big wave of foreclosure homes hitting the market anytime soon. We will watch these extended forbearances. A lot of them did get extended out another 180 days. So we'll kind of track and see what happens there. I'm really hoping and praying that we get past all of this. We did have a vaccine, some succeeding results the other day, so that's good news. Maybe we'll see if that progresses more, and we might be able to see something where to the point that we could start to come out of this and people can start getting back to work and making their mortgage payments. Finally, mortgage rate projections. So we're taking a look over the next year essentially, and you can see they are staying pretty low with a little bit of slight bump up over progressing over time. So they will inch forward. We did, if you remember my video from last month, I did talk about the election, what was going to happen. Right now we are seeing interest rates did go up a little bit. We're having a lot of clients that were getting below that 3% interest rate into the 2s. We're not seeing those so much anymore, and they're just staying right around that just over 3%. So we did see them bump up slightly, so those can change. So if that's very important to you, getting that low interest rate, we should talk today and get that together. You can call me right below at the number right here. I'd be happy to answer those questions for you. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. however you're spending it this year. I know it's not the most traditional year for Thanksgiving, but we all have something to be thankful for, and I hope you can at least gather together with someone and just appreciate what we do have right now. So have a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next month.